ready to drive, but I haven't done that. I drive this car on the road and the cam belt snapped. Now have a look at the cooling system.
Never seen coolant like that.
Oh look, you can actually see.
A fix and MOT advisory.
This is the worst one.
A cam belt change.
Is it? But look at the state of that. These are the worst bits.
It'll go straight away. If it's gonna go, it'll go now.
Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. And of course this is another video on Project Proton. Now you do join me again at the back of my driveway in front of my Proton Satra, which is also obviously at the back of my driveway parked up. But hopefully this is the last video I make on this car where it's just been parked on my driveway. So let me explain to you, because I have some good news in this video, so let's get to it. So guys, in the previous video of the Project Proton series, I chucked this car in for an MOT, not knowing what to expect, and unfortunately it failed. But after me throwing some money at Brendan, my mechanic, who unfortunately had to fail this car, me with my money, Brendan with his mechanical skills, we managed to get this car through an MOT, which meant it then passed, and it meant that this car is now road legal, ready to drive on the roads basically. But I haven't done that. Since its MOT, the car has been parked here, and that's because I've explained a couple of times in the previous Proton videos that this car does require a new cam belt. Now, although this car is all ready to drive, it's all legal, got an MOT now, taxed and insured, I don't want to risk driving this car on the road after me spending money on the car and a bit extra money to get this car as safe as I can at the moment. I don't want to then get so excited I drive this car on the road and the cam belt snapped, because then I would have spent all this money on the car and the cam belt can obviously ruin the engine. So I've taken precaution. Unfortunately, the car has just sat here since it's passed its MOT, and Brendan is too busy to carry out the cam belt work, and I am impatient. As I said to Brendan, the car's just sitting here waiting for a cam belt. My brother is a mechanic. My dad has mechanical knowledge. So I reached out to both of them if any of them want to do the cam belt job on this car. And my brother said yes. He gave me a date. However, he's just surprisingly phoned me out the blue on a Sunday afternoon, and he said, Amber, I can swing around in a little while and we'll get this Proton more safer, and then that means I can then drive it on the road with no problems whatsoever. So let me tell you what's going to happen today. So yes, in this video, my brother is going to be doing the cam belt change, which I've also got the parts for already. Again, being a Proton, a bit of investigation work had to happen by the motor factors I work for, but no doubt I've got a cam belt, I've got the cam belt, so the belt, I've got the tensioner. This cam belt isn't water pump driven, so it's just a belt job. And then while my brother's going to do the belts, I told him to replace all the other belts that sit in front of the cam belt, so the pulleys, so like the aux belt, I don't know, all those other belts I've got as well, just to change belts for sake of it, because they can deteriorate over time being rubber. My brother's also going to have a look at the cooling system, because it's a bit gunky in the actual bottle itself, so I have got some new coolant for the car. And also we're going to fix an MOT advisory, which was the pads wearing thin. The discs look fine. Brendan said the discs are fine, they're not lipped, so I'm just going to go for pads because this car's already had more than enough money thrown at it. So if I can save some money, then I will. Then she really will be as safe as she can be with her new tyres and all, to finally go on the road and be enjoyed. So I'm just waiting for my brother to turn up. I am going to film the mechanical process as he does today for another video. So yeah, this is really the final step. This is really exciting, and this should be a good video. So guys, in here we have the different belts that we're going to need in front of the cam belt. We have the pads, we have the bottle of coolant, and then we have the cam belt itself, and we have the little tensioner in the other box there. My brother's turned up. Box of tools are out. Put some WD-40 on these bits here. He's just also agreed that the coolant bottle is pretty gunky. That's obviously come out of the coolant. I'll tell you about, you can see all the crud in there, it's disgusting. So I'll tell you about the little trick he's going to do to that, but then he's going to make a start on the cam belt and see how far he gets with today's time. Brother is going to take the coolant bottle off first. Thick gunk. That is gross. That's that bath that always come past. Same colour as mine, it's funny.
Oh look, you can actually see all the, you see the lime scale in it?
Yeah, I know, that's so, hang on, can I hold it? That is so thick. I've just, what is it, lime scale then?
You can just chip it all off.
That'll do, job fixed. Yeah, it's gross. jacked up axle stand underneath. So this wheel's coming off because obviously the cam belt's in this area, so that's why the wheel's coming off. And those brand new tyres. So we'll get access to the engine that way then.
Right, 5,000 people watching is a bit worse than one.
Well, you will have, you might have 5,000 people.
Yeah, but that's a bit different. Isn't it?
It's underneath the bumper, yeah?
Well, this, yeah,
They're taking this line off. That's one bit off. Is that all? Oh, you can see the filter there and everything. That's much easier, isn't it?
Yeah, easy, isn't it?
I'm going to come around to the front. Just trying to loosen a bolt in the alternator, apparently, from underneath the car. Me in it? No, you don't need to do your hair. Right, so I had to knit to my parents' house annoyingly because I forgot to. And while I've been away, my brother has done a lot of progress. Obviously not captured on film. So I'm just going to have a quick catch up with him. And we're going to see where he is at now. Because I don't know what these are.
Oh.
Speak.
Well, engine mount.
What, that one's an engine mount that's
So,
come off?
Engine mount.
Is off, yeah.
Pulley. Bottom pulley. Might put that back on later.
Right. Oh, so all the cam belt's exposed now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the engine down on the jack. So the,
oh, because you're taking the
mount
mount out.
Car anymore. This
Cool.
side of it.
Okay. Then that's obviously the cam belt in question.
Cam
What
belt,
do you
so
think of it?
Well, it's
by the
not
way?
great, is it?
No, exactly.
But you take all this off to get more access to it.
Okay.
And then this cover comes off.
What, this bit here?
That cover, yeah. And
Yeah.
then that's everything we need to take off then.
Progress, thank you. Now, when it comes to sorting out the manky, cruddy, dirty filled washer bottle itself, my brother had a tip. So Martin, my other half, has like jet washed the actual bottle out itself. My brother, because we're not privileged enough to have a dishwasher, he's bought me over a dishwasher tablet. My brother said stick a dishwasher tablet in the water bottle for like a good few hours, in the container bottle, shall I say, in the container for a few hours and let it clean the bottle. So I'm just going to show you that it's doing its stuff. So that is what the bottle looks like already, just looks clean on the outside. And then I guess the dishwasher tablet is just doing its thing on the inside. So we're basically refurbishing this bottle and obviously most importantly getting the inside all nice and clean again. Obviously these are the other belts that have come off the car. What's the smaller one, Adam?
It's a wind-on belt.
So that's got Mitsubishi on it. That's the power steering. What's the longer one? Alternator belts and water pump belts. So yeah, you can see they are a bit perished, but obviously we might as well change them whilst Adam's in the area. So they're just hanging on the mirror there. So you're just taking off that little, what is it?
I'm going to try and
bracket in it, really.
Bend it if I can. On
It's
one
not coming off then?
pivot. Well,
Oh.
try and just. Doesn't need to come off altogether.
Oh, I see. Just move out of the way a bit.
Yeah, if I can.
Crank it. So that is now going to come off all together because Adam still can't get the access he needs to try and get the cam belt cover off the bottom of the cam belt end. Bracket is off, thanks. So hopefully you might be able to get to something to get to cam belt
Yeah,
area.
there's something in there.
Sticks come out and that was what was holding that in. That's mad, isn't it? So what's that now? You're getting a plastic
It's
cover.
the bottom cover.
Bottom of the cam belt cover. Held in by the dipstick, who would have thought it? Ah, now you can see it all.
Now when you take this off, engine mount. Which is them bolts there.
That'll be a second engine mount you've taken off?
I actually might be able to leave it on. Probably be able to leave it on actually.
Have you just been turning the engine?
Yeah, when
Manually?
you turn, well, when you turn the wheel, it'll turn the engine.
Yeah. So you've just been trying to find that arrow, have you?
Well, it obviously lines up with something, but we need to
Yeah.
find where it lines up. Don't look, there'll be a mark. There it is. Someone's done it before because it's highlighted.
Oh, so someone's probably done a cam belt before then.
Some
Obviously
point,
it needs
yeah.
one.
If
You're just trying to find what to line it up with. We've got the arrow there.
K-TEC pen, please.
So it's interesting to know someone's probably done this before then. But obviously needs doing. So I'm just highlighting the mark a bit more. And as I say, we have got the arrow here. And Am's just placed the plastic cover of the cam belt in place. There's also some lines there. What is it? Bottom, top, dead centre, it says.
Looks like it.
So there are some markings on the case itself to try and time the engine as such with the belt. Oh, you're lining that white line up with some of the markings on the belt, the
Yeah,
cover.
but it
I
might
can
be
see.
180 degrees out.
Oh, I see. No guides on how to align the cam belts. Am's just doing it. What is it, like the basic way sort of thing?
As long as they line up at the end.
Yeah, so we've got some marks there. This is obviously the old belt still. Am's just going to start to remove the actual belt. So what, have you aligned it all straight up or?
It's aligned with, each other. They shouldn't move. They only
Yeah.
move if you touch them.
Yeah. So
That's it, and it's
that's
off.
the belt coming off.
Obviously, this doesn't mean anything. It's only to get a straight line to that.
Oh, okay. That was that's got Mitsubishi on it as well. That belt.
Is it?
There she goes. It's not good, is it?
These are the worst bits where the teeth would fall off eventually.
Oh, because that will like smooth down eventually. Like.
Well, eventually the teeth will just wear off.
Yeah. So it needed doing then,
Yeah.
which is nice to know.
But look at the state of that.
Hang on, do it again. Wow.
Shame they don't have a date on them, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got part number, but no date.
Yeah. Bin. More white marks there than Adam. You've obviously added on.
Yeah, I've only to put them on. It's only for my own reference. I've got to use a spring again.
So the spring we have to use, but in the Cambelt kit we have got, what is this, a tensioner?
Yeah, that's what I'm changing now.
So Adam's just taking the old one off because we've got a new one that came with the new belt that's in that box. New part. Let's have a look at that then. Is that looking any worse for wear, really? Not really.
Can't you tell? It'd only be the bearing that would fail in that.
Still usable if you had to, I suppose.
Yeah. It's a new one. I might swap my hand.
To use that spring then, don't you?
I will do.
Yeah, but we have got a new tensioner which you can't quite see. Then that's the bit there that Adam's having to reuse from the car itself. The new tensioner has just gone on with the camera focus there, that's the new bit. And now...
That doesn't move unless I'm putting a bit of pressure on that and it's not moving.
So that's...
So that's good. You just got to make sure the line up at the end.
So that's also the new belt going on now. So you're just putting the belt on now then? What are you saying? It self-tensions itself?
Well, almost. Yeah, pretty much. It's got its own spring and it finds its own position and that's basically it.
Oh.
That's quite handy.
Is that where you left it?
Yeah,
On the
that's
mark?
it.
Yeah, it's all
Looks
good.
fine, yeah. So if you put it back in 5th gear again.
Is that on the teeth properly?
Yeah, it'll find its own way there anyway.
What, it'll move over into the centre?
Yeah, it's right. Well, no, it's right on where it needs to be anyway.
Oh, let me put it in gear then. You can do one turn.
2.
What's that to make sure everything just stays as it was?
Make sure the lines mark up at the end. The white marks are always on it anyway. Don't know why, probably damaging the box. There's 2, you know.
Oh, is it 2?
Does it? Yeah.
Oh, so you've got a white mark at the bottom. Is that what we're looking at?
Well, and the one at the top. Go back a little bit. How's that? Yeah, look, they line up. Just fine.
As easy as that.
Basic. Trouble is, brake cleaner leaves streaks in it, so but it gets the grease off it.
Yeah. Collection of bits and bobs. So the bottom cover's already on, isn't it? 'Cause that's what
Yeah,
you
I
timed
didn't
it
clean
with a
that
bit.
coming forward.
No, that's alright. As long as the top one's clean, the one you see, I suppose.
Tighten all those up.
If you're not over tight them, then
These
aren't
don't
you?
need to be tight.
No. So that was the back of the bracket.
Yeah,
wasn't
this
it,
goes
really?
on and the
Metal
dipstick
bracket.
goes on.
Oh yeah, dipstick, yeah. So you've kind of done all the bolts up for the little bracket loosely.
Yeah.
Is that all of them in place? Yeah.
Well, it's just so you can get them a little bit tighter. They don't have to be raunched up, but
Mm.
just you can get it a little bit tighter. Obviously, it does hold the engine up.
Mm. Dipstick's going in. And then the bolt goes back in. Bottom.
If that comes loose, then your cam belt falls off.
Oh, so that's done nice and tight.
Yeah.
Keep all the bolts in there, that's clever.
Yeah.
So that pulley's now in place, just got to tighten it. What was it, that one there?
The one with 2 on it, yeah.
2 what?
It's got 2 pulleys on that one.
Oh, right. Why have you got a breaker bar in there as well then?
Trying to stop it from spinning.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't need to be tight, because they're only small bolts, but you see it spins.
Yeah.
Just to try and...
Hold it in place. What belt is that one?
This is the alternator one.
So the biggest one out of the 2. So a new alternator belt's going on. Brand new. So you've got to loosen the belt and then tighten
You've
it
got
up.
to loosen it so it will fit and then tighten it up.
Right, so you're happy it's all in place now then, I guess?
Yeah, well, you might find that's tied up anyway. You don't want it too tight, it will just snap. And that'll do. As long as it doesn't squirrel when you start it, it'll be fine.
There was a bit of a squeal when I started it earlier, weren't there? Which
Yeah,
was quite
but that's
interesting.
because the old belt was so cracked.
Yeah, exactly. Never had that squeal before, but... So you're going to tighten the alternator bolt now?
Yeah. You can adjust it more if you need to, but it seems tight enough. This is a wind-on one.
So what belt was this again, sorry? Being silly.
Power steering one.
Power steering, new belt going on. Get some stickers off there. This one's obviously the smaller one out of the 2. Therefore tighter, obviously.
On.
Oh, hold
Not
on.
all the way, but...
No, sorry.
It will be. Is it on properly now?
Let's have a look. Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, is it?
Oh, nice one.
They're all because they're wind-on belts. It's still not on quite right.
Oh.
The more it is round, it should sort itself out. It's on.
Nice,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
Adam, sorry. Engine mount going back on. God, they are some big old bolts.
This
aren't
is quite clever, this one.
they? Why?
Well, because it goes on a stud in the car. You need to jack the car up first.
Oh, to get it positioned. Oh, I see, yeah. Right up the hole there.
Perfect.
Cambelt kits come with a sticker which we're also going to fill in to show you what miles Cambelt got changed and what date, and then we'll have to find someone to stick it. Yeah, maybe.
Clean up, brake clean.
Yeah, so let's get this all filled in because it's all official. The Cambelt has been changed. Big blue bar going on. The whole engine moving.
Oh.
Tight enough. Tighten up the horn because that had to be moved out of the way. Right, it's a moment of truth. A few of us are too scared to start the car, so Martin's going to start it.
Well, seeing on the oldest, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, although if it goes wrong, it's obviously Adam's fault. So we're just going to watch and first start with the Cambelt on. Apparently, this is when the engine's most at strain, isn't it?
It's going to go, it'll go straight away.
If it's going to go, it'll go now, so. Yeah, we set?
3,
Go.
2, 1.
Would have gone by now.
It would have gone by now.
On?
Yeah?
Yeah, turn it off. Right.
Yeah, turn it off.
Yeah.
Didn't go bang.
That sounded...
Job's a good one. Go for it. What are you going to do now? Drain the coolant.
Cool, yeah, it's a tiny little radiator.
So it should really just be water in it. Tiny little radiator.
Very small, very thin. Rusty. We've run the hose through this at the end.
Oh, okay. Might want to move that a bit, yeah. Oh, wow. Why is that so dirty?
Rusty, I suppose.
Wow, that's brown, that is. It's like wet mud. Is that not so bad?
Well, not for our nose, but coolant like that. It's like oil, isn't it?
You've never seen coolant like that? Oh dear.
Yeah, twigs and stuff in it.
There's what in it?
Twigs.
Twigs?
Like someone's got water out of a water butt and put it in there.
Well, I put it in from a watering can, but it was a clean watering can.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah. I didn't put that much in though. Wow. I only topped the radiator up a tiny little bit and I put all the water in the coolant tank, like water, but wow, that is brown. That is pure brown water with bits of twigs and stuff in it. Quite a fair bit in there. So what do you think? Just flush it all through with a hose?
Yeah, get the hose out and flush it through and it'll come out, then it'll clean the radiator.
Then what you're aiming for is obviously for it to come out with clean water and not stuff like that.
Spotless, is it? But
No. Yeah, there's all sorts of gunk in there. Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner. So Martin's just cleaned all this bit of pipe up which goes into the tank itself. Dishwasher tablet. It's done the wonders, and fairy liquid and some good old elbow grease from Martin. Hot water. The outside looks great. Inside, a little bit of stuff in the bottom, but much better than it was. So the coolant bottle's just going back in now. So pad time now, and Adam is just pushing the caliper back in. Just now to get rid of the
bolt
caliper.
and a slider.
Apparently they should be quite thin, the pads. Why is he stuck?
The seized, isn't it? Partially seized.
Where's the pad then?
That is it.
Why is it broken too? It's so
no,
bad.
this end of the back plate.
Oh.
To stop it from squealing.
So where's the pad? That one at the back?
Both. This is the thinnest one.
Hmm.
This is the better one.
Oh, you're taking the
Caliper carrier.
Caliper carrier off. Because the pad's so stuck in. Adam's thinking, why is that?
Well, it just needs a really good clean.
Yeah, it just needs to clean up. Look at that then. What?
No, I wouldn't touch it, it'd be really dirty. Shiny now.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, nice.
These come up quite nice. Do it.
Yeah, the clips look lush now.
God, you wouldn't believe it. Bloody brown.
Yeah, you compare that to that.
Yeah. That's just how, yeah, the before and the after, yeah. Brand spanking new. Can you do a comparison is what I want to ask. How much meat they got compared to one that's just come off. Box fresh.
It's the worst one.
Oh yeah. Quite bad then, isn't it really? Would you say it's quite
Well,
nice?
it needs
Like not a lot there,
changing,
is
doesn't
there?
it?
Yeah. Well done, thank you.
Ceramic.
Ceramic grease going on. Why is that? Just
It's high temperature, so they help prevent brake squeal.
fair enough.
Look how nice they go in compared to the old ones coming out.
Beauting it. Right, so the pads are now on. Calipers now back over. That's quite a quick job, isn't it, really?
Pads are easy.
Right, so all this is now back in place, obviously. Pads are done on this side. Wheel can go back on. Coolant gone in.
Might even put it right here as well.
Go on, do it. So you're going to mix it with water for a minute?
Yeah, and hopefully this will overflow into here and fill that tank up.
Oh, I
If
see.
not, I'll fill the tank up myself. But well, this just fills up to the top.
Oh, right, yeah. So pads on the other side now. Wheel is obviously off. These might be a bit stuck in as well then.
Probably.
Yeah. And
You could take it out tonight.
oh, I could do maybe. Oh. What's that for the caliper bolt?
Caliper, yeah.
Well, the bottom one didn't want to come off, but it is now. Caliper out the way. Oh, they stuck.
Mm.
Oh, you've taken them off a different way,
Yeah,
haven't you, this time? Oh, my ear.
Easier, isn't it? Brand new.
Satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, these do come up nicely. Does it mean for the sake of spending another couple of minutes taking it off? Makes a better job, doesn't it?
Bit of the old grease going on with the new pads. It's a satisfying bit, isn't it? Slotting it in.
Well, it could fit.
Well done.
Fit very nicely, that one.
So after a while, everything's going back into place. The back pad wasn't sitting very well, so Adam just have to do some adjustment and cleaning up. And now that both the pads are in, caliper's being tightened up. And that's the last job we need to do today.
So that is it then, guys. The bonnet is finally down. The bonnet is finally closed, and my brother is just gone. So he's been here 3 hours, and just to go over what he has done, he started with the cam belt. He thought he'd make a start on the car this afternoon, and if he had to come back and do the pads another day, then so be it. But he's managed to bosh it out all in 3 hours. So as I say, let's go over what he's done. So he's done a cam belt change. He's changed the other belts in that area as well. So 2 other belts. He's also cleaned out the radiator. He cleaned out the coolant bottle as well. There was a lot of horrible crud in the coolant bottle itself, and the radiator was pulling through rusty water, which isn't good. And then as an MOT advisory, the brake pads have now been changed. And as you saw, when my brother took off the old Cambelt, he was quite surprised at how poor condition it was. So I am glad that I've contained my excitement. And as soon as this car was roadworthy enough with an MOT pass, I'm glad I didn't go out enjoying the car, because now I can. I've saved that. I've contained that excitement within me. And as I say, now the car is going to stop properly. The belt's going to be safe and secure, and the cam belt's been changed. I can actually go and enjoy this car. Might take it out this evening, maybe. We still haven't done the first clean on the car, but Martin has taken the auction numbers off the rear window, so it's a bit more presentable. We do need to do a first clean on this car, and I'll film that for you as well, because there's all sorts of moss and dust and dirt on the car. But yeah, really, really happy that my brother's been able to bosh a big job out and many other jobs in the space of 3 hours. So let's all go in the comments, please, 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 and say thank you to my brother Adam. And like I say, this is it now. Everything is good to go in the car. A lot of money's gone into this car now. A lot of mechanical bits and time has gone into this car now. And MOT pass, important jobs been conquered today, and she can now be properly enjoyed once she's been cleaned. But I might take her out later. I don't know. So thanks for watching this video. More videos to come on the Project Proton, but we're nearly finished really. Then I've got to decide what I'm going to do with the car. So thanks for watching. Thanks to my brother again. And yeah, this is the time now where I can actually start to enjoy this car. So I'm excited.